I'm coming to make the world's shortest Instagram live video, but I just wanted to share a reflection. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but we have these rules that we grip to so tightly. And sometimes those rules don't make sense. And if we allow ourselves to reevaluate and possibly change our stance on stuff, it can solve some problems that we're currently dealing with. And I'm not talking about changing your values or anything like that. I'm just talking about those little tiny rules and decisions that we made a long time ago. I don't know, for me, I find that I can kind of grip on stuff, and then when I really think about it, I have no reason to grip onto those rules so tightly. So I want to share an example from today. It's a silly example, but I'll share it anyway. So one thing that I'm working on is just making better choices with my eating. So I've been reading Tiny Habits, and I really am trying to take a habits-based approach to a healthier lifestyle. So stop trying to be perfect, stop trying to do the life transformation, transform in one day, change my life in one day. Just really taking it slow, creating sustainable habits, and doing it bit by bit. And so as I'm thinking about my habit design and why I'm struggling to be consistent, I realized that this healthy eating thing there's a lot of layers to it. And what I've been doing is trying to handle all the layers at once. Sorry, I'm turning my baby monitor down. When I would probably be more successful if I handled it layer by layer. So what I mean by that is not only is there an issue of making sure that I'm making healthy choices, but there's also the issue of, are you cooking? Do you have a habit of cooking? And so for me, you guys know that my children have food allergies, so I cook all the time. But I cook for their special dietary needs, and sometimes I cook stuff that I don't really want to eat, we're over here at this dairy-free, egg-free, we can eat wheat now, but there's a lot of food restrictions, and I don't always love the food. I'm a cheese girl, okay? I'm a casserole kind of girl. So I realized that that's probably why I'm struggling, because to make the healthy choices that I want to make, I need my food to taste good, but I'm not taking the time to cook and trying to create that habit. If I miss a week or something goes wrong, that will destroy my whole week, if I don't meal prep on the weekend. And so anyway, this week I was okay, well, how can I get around this? How can I get around or start the process of making healthier choices, but without cooking? And you guys, for so long, I had a rule about buying convenience foods. I'm it's too much sodium. Well, I do buy some convenience foods, but not very many, because I'm oh, it's unhealthy. The ingredients are awful. It's too expensive. I could do this myself. I could chop these vegetables myself. I could make this meal and save money and make it cheaper. I have all these rules. So I'm I'm not buying convenience food. But then I realized that that would actually solve my problem. Why am I gripping so hard onto this rule? Because not only is your money valuable, but so is your time. And it's if you don't have time to do something cook, then you have to spend the money and get the convenience. So it's not that you're paying for this amazing, deal. You're paying for time to get some of your time back. And then also with the whole issue of foods being processed and packaged and not having the healthiest ingredients, that was a long time ago. When I made that decision, that was the situation back then. But things have come a long way now. They have so many good options in terms of convenience foods that are wholesome, that don't have a lot of weird ingredients. And I tried some stuff. I went ahead and bought some stuff. I went ahead and broke my rule that I just been living with. And I tried some stuff. And you guys, I tried this Annie's burrito today. It was so delicious. So obviously, when you're eating convenience foods, you definitely have to make sure that there's portion control, pair it with a salad or something like that. But I realized that being flexible with that rule really just created a situation where I think that I'm going to be able to be happier with trying to eat healthier, because I just removed a layer off of this habit formation thing. Like now, yeah, I might have to spend a few dollars temporarily to kind of get my habits in order, but I'm finding stuff that I like. I'm finding stuff that doesn't have a lot of chemicals, and I feel good about eating it. Like, it tastes good. I've even noticed, because I've been doing this for a couple of days now, like my energy level like was through the roof today because I'm making healthier choices. So I'm like, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do to help yourself reach your goals. And once I get this habit established, my next goal is like, how can I recreate some of these foods, especially once I start learning a little bit more about what I like. I'm sure I can recreate some of those foods. So the weeks where I have time, I can just do it myself. I don't have to buy it. But for the weeks that are really crazy, like today was super crazy for me, there's no point for me to struggle with eating healthy when I could just have, good stuff that's pre-cooked and ready to go. So anyway, the old me would definitely struggle with this because, perfectionism is like, well, it's not, perfectly healthy, and it's not home cooked, and it's not this. But I'm like, girl, you better learn how to find the middle ground and make some progress and do something that feels better than where you are today. And then over time, you can slowly inch yourself toward that goal that you have in your head. I do not have to be all the way perfect today. I get to take a step toward progress. And I got to do that today. And I feel really good about it. And I feel like if I'm eating food that I actually like, that tastes really good, tastes delicious, I'm more likely to look forward to that meal, and I'm more likely to stick to it. So this was a huge breakthrough for me today. And it's just a lesson for me to just really check myself when it comes to, I noticed that, and I'm sure it comes from my background. Your girl be trying to rub two pennies together, okay? I'm like, I don't want to waste money. I could do it myself. But I'm like, are you really in a season? Is this really your season to be trying to home cook every meal for your kids with food allergies and home cook all your stuff so that you can eat healthier? Like, something has to give. And this is a compromise that I'm okay making temporarily, knowing that the long-term goal is to, be batch cooking and all that stuff for myself as well. But on the weeks where I just don't get to it, there's really no point, and there's no reason for me to be struggling. So that is my lessons for today. And I feel like this absolutely applies with, peaceful homekeeping. Sometimes we get so adamant about rules and doing things the way we've always done them, the way that we learned growing up, that we're really blocking ourselves from a breakthrough. And so I just encourage you to challenge those rules, especially if they are blocking you from doing what you need to do. An example could be with my laundry. I used to be one of those people, I'm like, I can't start a load until this basket is stuffed to the brim. And I'm like, no, because I thought it was a waste of money to do a small load, to do a medium-sized load. And it's just easier and faster to do the small loads, even if I have to spend a few extra dollars a month on soap. It's just easier, it's just faster. I'm more likely to stick to my routine, I'm trying to think of some other things where I'm just like blocking myself. I don't know if you guys heard about the Fly Lady soap is soap rule. Use whatever you have, hand soap, baby wash, conditioner, shampoo, whatever it is, use it to keep your showers and bathtubs and sinks and stuff clean. Felt a lot of resistance when I heard that one. Did it anyway. You guys, there's literally no excuse to be living with, bathrooms that are not comfortable, because, break the rule. Break the rule. Do what feels right. Or not right. Just try something new. Break the rule. If your rule is not working for you, try something else. And that's pretty much kind of where I am right now. Like, I need to really just check myself with all these rules that I established years ago that I haven't really gone back to reflect. Like, why are you like this? Why are you like this? And could renegotiating help you crush some of your goals? Like I said, once again, I'm not telling y'all to compromise your values, to start lying, cheating, and killing. But there are some rules that we have that literally, they just don't make any sense, or they don't make any sense anymore. Maybe they did back in the day, but things are changing, and we need to continue to be flexible and change too. Especially if we want to start being creative with solutions that can help us get where we want to go. So that was my little thought for today. I thought I would come on here and informally kind of share. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.